Hi, Verbling. My name's Michaela. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. And today we're talking about word sounds, like the description of sounds you hear. Fernando, welcome to class.
Thank you, teacher.
How are you doing today?
Fine. And you?
I'm doing very well. I'm getting ready for the weekend. What are your weekend plans?
First, in this afternoon, I'm going to watch the match between Colombia versus Brazil in the World Cup.
Excellent.
And
Excellent. That's exciting.
if Colombia win, all weekend celebrating. Very good.
Very cool.
Yes.
So I'll be watching the match as well today. I'm very excited about it. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
And I'm so sorry. I'm gonna butcher your name. Uh, Map
Marina.
Marina. I'm sorry. I know I've had you in class before. I just couldn't remember what it was. All right.
Um,
Marina, welcome to class. How are you?
Thanks, I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing very well. Getting ready for the match, Brazil and Colombia, and ready to have a good weekend. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm resting.
Nice. So just relaxing a little bit. Sounds nice. All right. Zeno, welcome to class.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing well. And you?
I'm doing pretty well. What are your plans for the weekend, Zeno?
Or maybe I am go out to sightseeing with my friend.
Very nice. Where will you go sightseeing?
Maybe I uh, I am going to the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum.
Very cool. I'm jealous.
Or uh, walk around Hoàn Kiếm Lake.
Sounds like fun.
And you?
Hmm?
And you?
Sorry, did you say NU?
You do you have a plan for the weekend?
Ah, I'm planning on watching the soccer match today, and I'll be teaching a lot of classes this weekend, but when I'm not teaching, I think I'll just be relaxing, probably getting some reading done. I have a lot of books to get through, so I've been trying to finish my books. Thank you for asking. Trine, welcome to class.
Yes, teacher.
How are you today, Trine?
I'm doing well, teacher. And you?
Awesome. Great. I'm doing well. Do you have any exciting weekend plans?
I don't know. Maybe watch a World Cup soccer match.
Cool. Sounds like your weekend is very similar to mine then. Lots of soccer.
Yes.
All right. And Milena, welcome to class.
Hello, Michaela.
How are you, Milena?
Good, thank you. And you?
I'm doing very well. I'm excited for the game today and the weekend. What are you doing this weekend?
Yes. Today, my team play and your team maybe play.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if my team is Brazil,
Yeah.
I do root for Brazil in general. It's kind of impossible not to. But yeah, I don't get too caught up in soccer. So I'll be excited if Brazil wins, and I'll be happy if Colombia wins as well.
Yes. It's good.
Yeah. All right. So today we're talking about sounds that represent, or words that represent sounds. So to start class off, I have a couple questions for you guys. The first one is, what sound does your heart make? I'll put the question in the chat box for you. What sound does your heart make? And anybody who is viewing the class and not actually in is welcome to answer in the chat box as well, if you're interested in contributing. All right, so what sound does your heart make? I'll start with Marina. What would you say? What sound does your heart make?
Tick tock, no. Tock tock, no. I don't know. Tuk tuk.
You don't know? Okay, talk talk. Good. Trine, what do you think? What sound does your heart make? Trine, are you there? You're muted.
I don't know, teacher. Sorry.
Don't know? Okay, that's okay, no worries. Zeno, what do you think? What sound does your heart make?
I think the sound tick tick tick.
Tick tick. Okay, we've got talk talk, tick tick. Okay. Fernando, what sound does your heart make?
Tum tum. Tum tum.
Okay,
Tum, tum.
that's another good one. So we've got talk talk, tick tick, and tum tum.
Like a horse, maybe like a horse galloping.
Yeah, definitely. Similar to a horse galloping. And what sound would you say that is? Could you describe it for us or give us a word that represents that sound?
I don't know. I don't remember.
All right. So today we're talking about some of these sounds. And in English, I think the best description would be thump thump, or I think that's the most common way to say it would be thump thump, thump thump, thump thump. So I think it's interesting that in each different language and different culture, there's different ways to describe these sounds. Some of them are more important than others. So we'll be going over some that will be very useful and some that are mostly just funny. Thais, welcome to class.
Hello.
Hi, Thais. How are you?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing very well today. I'm excited. This is a fun class planned, so I'm ready for some fun. I put the notes in the chat box for you guys, so you can go ahead and open there, or I'm also going to screen share for you, I hope. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I'll be screen sharing and gave the notes in the chat box. So we're going to start listening to some of these sounds, and you guys have to guess what sounds they are. So the first one I think should be pretty easy. I'm going to read the words, and then you guys take a guess what sounds these represent. So titter, chortle, giggle, guffaw, ha-ha, hee-hee, tee-hee, chuckle, snicker, and snort. What do you guys think? How about starting with Milena? What sounds are those? What kind of sounds are they?
Let me see. Maybe I don't know. Titter, maybe the clock.
Could be. They're all part of one group, so all of the sounds represent a similar thing.
Okay. Maybe a joke when a person say a joke, the sound is louder. Maybe the
Yes,
louder.
exactly. So these sounds are all different ways that you can describe laughing. And some of them are a little different, like they might be a different kind of laughing. Titter would be like a tiny little laugh, like the laugh of children. And chortle would be something more like the laugh of a man, a big man or something. So they're slightly different maybe, or they represent different things, but these are all different sounds of laughter.
Yes.
And all in English. Are there any other sounds of laughter you guys can think of in your native languages?
In my language, maybe it's ha 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 or he. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, similar but slightly different. Anyone else want to volunteer what the sound for laughter is in their native language? All right. If you'd like to, you're welcome to share it in the chat box. Otherwise, we'll move on to the second one. Yuck, retch, and ew. I'm going to ask Fernando. Which do you think? Yuck, retch, and ew. What sounds do you think that represents?
Is maybe if you think this good for anything,
For what?
for disgust,
Oh, disgust.
disgust.
Yeah, this would be disgust. When you really don't like something, you would say,
Yeah.
yuck, ew, wretch. Something like that. These are unhappy sounds for sure, like disgust.
Disgust.
Uh-huh, disgust. Okay. The next one we have is wee, purr, hooray, and yippee. And Gino, what sounds do you think those represent? Wee, purr, hooray, yippee.
I think the sound with someone to doing something.
What did you say? Something to...
I think this sounds with someone into doing something.
To convince someone? Kind of?
One person doing something for you.
Okay, kind of. You're kind of close. These are sounds for happiness. So this would be like if you're on a roller coaster, you might say wee if you're having fun. Or if something really good happens, you say hooray, yippee. These are sounds for happiness. So you're pretty close. All right. The next one, yeah. And in the chat box, we have a good description. Someone has a happy moment. Great description. Thanks. Next one we have is atishu. Sniff, ouch, ow. Cough, groan, wheeze, moan, and gargle. Thais, what do you think? What sounds are those? Atishu, sniff, ouch, ow, cough, groan, wheeze, moan, and gargle.
I don't know. Maybe when a person is sad? No.
You're
Or
close. It's not exactly sad, but some of these sounds overlap with sad.
crying?
Yeah, crying definitely would be some of these sounds, like sniff and maybe groan or moan. So you're close. These are illness sounds, and could be some that are crying sounds. So atishu would be like a sneeze. Sniff is like, then we have ouch when you hurt yourself, or cough, which is and wheeze is like a deeper cough. Moan is when someone goes, and groan is very similar. So these are like illness or maybe kind of unhappiness as well. Like sad, sick sounds. Awesome. Okay. The next group we have is, let's see, sigh, sniff, howl, whine, bawl. Sorry, I keep getting muted. Okay, I'll start that one over. Sigh, sniff, howl, whine, grumble, bawl, weep, boohoo, groan, and moan. And this one is for Trin. What do you think, Trin? What sounds are those?
Side sniff. This.
Mm-hmm. All of those. What are they?
Oh,
They have some in common with the last one, like sniff and groan and moan. They have in common with the last one.
I have no idea.
No, that's okay. So this is similar to the last one, and these would be unhappy sounds. So the last one were kind of like sick sounds, like coughing and sneezing and hurting yourself. And the second row is like sad sounds, crying sounds. So boo-hoo would be a sound when you're crying. Bawl would be really intense crying. And then sigh would be something more like, ah. Like when you're just kind of sad and you're down, you just sigh a little. So those would be some unhappiness sounds. And Marina, yours is the next one. Scream, shriek, and gulp.
Maybe fear.
Fear, yeah, totally. So scream, shriek, and gulp, like when you swallow hard because you're afraid. Excellent. Okay. I'll ask you guys another question now. How about the sound for a burp? I'd like to know the sound for a burp. In English, obviously, the word is just burp, which I'll put in the chat box for you guys. But when you burp, it's like when gas escapes your mouth after eating. To put it politely, I suppose. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Milena, what's a burp in your native language?
What's the mean? You answer me? You question me?
What's the sound that a burp makes?
Maybe.
No, Mikhail, I don't understand this word. Burp. Burp.
So a burp.
This is the sound. Burp.
Yeah, the sound is burp, and
Burp.
it's when air escapes your mouth. So like if you eat a lot of food and then you're finished, you go blah and burp.
I don't know what is the verb.
Okay, how about I'm gonna do something really, hopefully this will help, because since it's a sound, it's kind of hard to describe, but I'm sure I can find some kind of silly YouTube video. How about this one? So let's see if I can screen share a YouTube video right now for you guys. Okay, I'm going to show you guys a burp. Did that work?
Again, please.
Okay. Let's see. Does that make sense?
maybe uh, maybe after after the person, after the people, something drink.
Exactly. After they drink something that has bubbles in it, you make this sound for sure.
Okay. It's disgusting for me.
That's probably true. So what sound would you say that is?
The bird?
Yeah, like if you had to describe it to someone else, you said, "Oh my gosh, he was so disgusting. He burped in front
Uh,
of me," or he
sick, no? Maybe sick.
kind of like being sick, but it's usually being sick involves food coming out of your mouth, which hopefully is not the case with a burp. I'll come to some other students and then come back if you can think of anything, okay? All right. Arnold, welcome to class.
Hi.
Hi, Arnold. Happy to have you with us. What sound does a burp make in your native language?
Mm, uh, how sounds
Yeah,
or
the sound.
okay. Mm, I don't know. Maybe no. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
All right, no problem. Fernando, how about you? What sound does a burp make?
So munch,
Munch?
munch, crunch.
Munch crunch.
Okay,
Oh,
is the sound for any person is eating?
that's true. So those sounds on our notes are the sounds of people eating. But my
Eating,
question
yes.
for you is, what sound does a burp make?
What sound?
Burp. We've been talking about a burp, and I showed a YouTube video of it.
I don't know, teacher. I
Okay,
don't know the verb.
see if anyone else can help us out. Zeno, do you know what sound
I
a
know.
burp makes? Okay, excellent.
Yeah. I think this sound like oh.
Exactly. So if you were telling someone about it, what would you say?
When you eating many food and you
Uh-huh, definitely. Thanks, Zeno. Thais, do you know what sound a burp makes? So in English, the word is burp. How would you describe that sound in a word?
Just a minute. I think it's different for each person, but usually it's like
Okay, true. If you had to write that sound down, though, for instance, in English, it's B-U-R-P. If you had to write it down, how would you write it?
Burp is when you drink sparkling water. Maybe.
Uh-huh. Sure. Does anyone else have a guess? Or how about Trine? Do you have a way that you would be able to spell or describe a burp?
Sorry.
A burp?
What is you
Like the
asking to?
YouTube video? What sound does that make?
Oh,
Okay, so that's the actual sound, which is good. But like we're talking about today, we're taking actual sounds and converting them into words. For instance, when you cough, the word and the sound we use is cough, even though the actual sound is So when someone makes that sound, I say cough. He's coughing. And when someone makes a burp, I say he's burping, even though that's not actually this sound. So how would you just say that a person burped? Maybe this isn't one that translates very well. I'm not sure. Okay, let's move on in the document. The next one is boo, oh, bang, gasp, and wow, I think. Yeah. Boo, oh, bang, gasp, wow. What sounds are those? Does anybody know? How about Marina? Do you know what sounds those are?
Maybe surprise.
Yeah, surprise. Definitely. The next group, munch, crunch, chomp, gulp, sip, and slurp. Fernando pointed this one out to us before. What is it?
It's for eating. The sound for eating.
Yeah, eating and drinking. So munch, chomp, crunch, gulp
Yes.
would probably be for eating. And then slurp, sip, and maybe gulp too would be for drinking. So we have some lunch type sounds. All right. The next group is choo choo, vroom, whir, squeal, broom, skid, squeal, and honk. What words are those?
It's train.
Machine. Maybe a
A
machine.
machine, yeah. Probably like a car or something, some kind of large machine or maybe transportation.
Yes. When the machine is rolling.
Exactly. Just right. Next group, caw, coo, cuckoo, gobble, hoot, squawk, tweet, twitter, cockle-doodle-doo, cluck, quack.
An animal.
I think
Bird,
A duck.
it's a duck.
bird sound.
Yes, a duck.
Yeah, these are bird sounds.
And
All
duck.
bird sounds. So quack would be a duck, cockle-doodle-doo would be a rooster, maybe, and hoot would be an owl, gobble a turkey. Lots of different sounds for lots of different birds. Okay. How about the next one, which is squirt, ooze, gulp, bubble, and splash.
Water. Water.
Yeah, water or liquids. Those are water or liquid sounds. Okay? The next group is hiss, purr, and meow.
Get.
A
Cat.
cat.
Next group. Let's have Milena read the next group for us.
Oh my god. Woof. Bow wow. Bark. Snarl. Pant. Jap. Whimper. Howl. Whinny. A dog. No, I don't know.
Yeah, dog.
Really?
Those are all dog sounds.
Maybe for the first word. Woof. Woof.
Yeah,
But the other sounds, I don't know.
Yeah, good guesses. So these are all sounds that dogs would make. The first few, like woof, bow wow, and bark, are the sound that dogs make with their mouth. Then you have snarl, which is when they're angry. It's an angry sound. Pant is when they're breathing really hard, like
Okay.
Oh, I see.
yap would be like a short sound like yep, 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 yep. And whimper is when they go
Yes.
a kind of sad
It's common.
sound. So
It's common in my dogs, in my pets.
really?
Yes, this is the common sound.
Well,
Pup-
it's a cute
puppy
one.
sound.
Yeah, puppy sounds. All right. The next group, how about Arnaldo? Will you read the next group for us?
sorry. Where can I read? I
The last group we did was woof, bow, wow. So yours will be this line. Oops. I can't highlight it, I guess. I don't know why. But it starts with nay. After the woof, bow, wow line.
Nay,
Uh-huh.
flip flop,
Uh-huh.
and whiny.
Winnie. Uh-huh. Any ideas for this? It's a sound someone brought up earlier when we were talking about our hearts, our heartbeats.
Horse. I think horse.
Yes, these are horse sounds. Excellent guessing. Thank you. Okay. And Fernando, will you read the next group underneath the horse sounds?
What is the boo, boo, rattle, raspberry, gaga, gurp?
Okay. So what do you guys think? What sounds are these? I think it might help if I show you some of them. It'll make a little more sense, I think. So, boo-hoo is like a crying sound. Raspberry is this. That's the raspberry sound. Burp we talked about already. So what do you guys think? What makes these sounds?
When I think when something no matter.
Could be.
Causing someone?
Huh?
Causing someone?
Yeah, could be. We're getting close. These sounds are baby sounds. Ooh, there's some background noise. Coming from... I'm not sure where the background noise is coming from, but someone has a little bit of noise in their audio. So if you guys would keep yourselves muted while you're not speaking, that'll definitely take care of that. Okay. These are actually baby sounds. So boo-hoo would be when a baby cries, and then raspberry, of course, is kind of a funny thing that babies do sometimes. And gaga would be when babies try to speak before they're able. So they're just kind of like gaga, and they just make sounds. So these are all baby sounds. Okay, the next group. Zeno, would you read them for us?
Hey. Oh, I think when you surprise. Hey.
Yeah, could be. So, hey, what are the other sounds there?
Oh.
Hey, oi.
Attention. Attention.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention.
Yes.
To these sounds.
These are sounds for getting people's attention. So if I wanted someone to look over at me, I'd go, hey, or oi, or psst. Or
When
sometimes,
when you call someone who is too far.
yeah, exactly. So if someone's far away and you want them to look at you, you might say, ahem, or hiss, or something to get their attention. Okay. The next group is short. Thais, will you read the next group for us?
Er.
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? Anyone know? If someone says or
Thinking something.
yeah, when you're thinking, it's one I'm guilty of making frequently. So in class, when I need a second and I don't have my thoughts together, I kind of just say, and just, hold on a second. So you just kind of let air out, and that's your pause for thought. Thank you very much. Trine, will you read the next one for us?
Whoops, whoopsie, daisy, oops. Ơi.
Okay.
Oh, wrong. It's the wrong sentence. Shoot, shoot, is boo.
Mm-hmm. So these sounds, tut tut, hiss, and boo. I'll give you an example of the first one. Tut tut would be like, or boo would be if someone's like, boo, shouting boo at someone if something bad is happening. So what are these noises?
Scaring someone.
Yeah, it could be scaring someone. These are disapproval noises. So sometimes boo is like, boo, like to surprise someone. But other times boo is to show that you do not approve. Boo, like, I don't like this. Boo. All right. Next line, Marina, will you read them?
Smack, smack, bow, jump, wham.
Mm-hmm. Smack, thwack, pow, thump, wham. And the other ones are similar too. Boom, bang, pop. We can group all these into kind of one category here. Any ideas?
No. No ideas.
Smack, smack like smack sounds like a kiss.
Okay, smack sometimes could be a kiss sound, maybe. These are all sounds for some kind of sudden motion or sound that happens. They're sounds you might see in a comic book. So when Superman is beating up bad guys and he's like punching and kicking and throwing things, you might see like smack, thwack, pow.
Hit something.
Yeah, to hit something, or the ones below are kind of like an explosion, boom, bang, and pop. Those would be like an explosion of some kind. Pow would be a punch, maybe. So those are all sudden noises, sudden loud noises. And there's one more that we read but didn't name. Whoops, whoopsie daisy, and oops. What noises are those?
Yeah, mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Explosion.
Yeah, a mistake of some kind. So like, if I do something wrong, I might go, oops, or whoops, whoopsie daisy, something like that. Those are mistake noises. Excellent. Okay. So, now that we're finished with that, I've got one more thing I want to show. Oh, I don't have my screen share up. Sorry. Sorry for all you guys who are using my screen share. I pulled a Wikipedia article, and I found some noises for burps in other languages. So this is the one we were talking about before, but I'm not sure if we understood each other entirely. In English, the word burp is the sound for an action. And say in Italian, it would be brut, I guess. Or in, let's see, Polish, it would be bek. Or I'm not sure if I could read the one in Thai, but it would say oek, maybe? Do you guys understand a little better what I was trying to ask you? Maybe?
Yes.
So these, okay. So these are other noises for burp in other languages, which is all we've been talking about today, the words or the noises that represent a sound. So these are some other burp noises. Let's see if there's one in Spanish. Oh, nope, they don't have one in Spanish. Oh well. Okay. So let me put my screen share back on the document. Oops, that's not right. Okay, so the next group is a description of a sound, and then you guys have to come up with the word. And it will be pretty easy, I think. Number 1, let's have... I'm going to start with Thais this time. Thais, will you read number 1 for us?
This is the sound that a computer mouse makes and has become a verb meaning to choose an icon or link.
Uh-huh. So when you're using your computer mouse and you point it to something and then you go in, what word do we use for that? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
Click.
Click, exactly. The word click is a sound and it's an action. The word click, you click on something, meaning that the noise that you're making is a tiny little click sound, and now we use it to be a verb as well. We have a new student, Witchane. I'm sure I'm totally mispronouncing your name. Would you tell me what your name is? Vicane? New student, are you there? If you're not sure how to unmute yourself, go to the top of your computer screen and there should be a bar with a microphone button. I will show you how to do that. Hold on. Okay, new student, if you're not sure how to unmute yourself, come to the top of your screen here and click the mute button. If it's red, that means you can't talk, and if it's white, that means you can talk. All right, and if you're having any other problems, let me know in the chat box. All right. Gino, will you read number 2 for us?
Cheaper plastic sandal, whose name comes from the sound they make as you walk in them. This sound. So.
It's a kind of shoe that's very popular on the beach.
Beach.
Flip-flop.
Flip-flops, exactly. So the type of shoe comes from it makes. Flip-flop. So when you walk using this sandal, it goes flip-flop, 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 flip-flop. And so they're called flip-flops. Okay.
What is a cheap plastic sandal?
What?
What is a cheap plastic sandal?
I will show you. They're called flip-flops, and they look like this.
Ah, thanks.
Cheap sandals.
Excellent example.
Cheap top.
Exactly. Okay, so they're called flip-flops. Number 3. How about Milena? Will you read it for us?
Okay, this metal fastener's name comes from a sound denoting speed. I don't know.
Any ideas? It's a metal fastener.
Speed?
Mm-hmm.
No, Mikhail, I don't know.
I think this one is buckle. So when you're in a car and you put your seatbelt on, you buckle it. It's a buckle.
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 Okay.
Oh, actually, oh no. I think it's a different one. I think it might be zipper.
Like sweaters. In a sweaters, you use zipper. Or in
Exactly.
a pant.
Sweaters or pants, you use a zipper. And zip was originally a sound for something really fast. Zip. But then we use it to talk about the way to fasten your pants. It goes zip because it's very fast.
Okay.
And then I gave the next one away. The next one I already said. We have a new student, Hichamo. Ishamo? I'm totally messing up your name, I'm sure. But welcome to class, new student. How can I say your name?
Yeah, you have said it right. It's Hichamo.
Ishamo, okay. And
correct.
it's good to meet you. Good to meet you. Today we're talking about words that are sounds.
Nice to meet you.
And we've already gone through 1 through 3 off our screen share. And I'm going to ask Fernando to read number 4 for us, even though I already gave it away.
Number 4?
Yeah, number 4.
This was an advertising slogan to persuade people to use their seatbelts. I don't know the slogan, teacher.
This one I gave away because I remembered that somewhere on this class there was the word buckle. So buckle is another kind of metal fastener that is called a seatbelt. And to try to get people to use their seatbelts, they created this slogan, buckle up. Buckle up. So instead of saying use your seatbelt, they say buckle up.
Buckle up is the sound of advertise.
Yeah,
Yes.
buckle is the sound that a seatbelt would make when you close it. And they say buckle up.
Okay, buckle up.
All right. Number 5. Who haven't I gone to? How about Marina? Will you read number 5 for us?
Yes. This is a nickname for a pager. Its name comes from the sounds that electrical devices make. Beep, beep.
Yes! They were popular in the 80s, and they were called beepers.
Beepers.
Yeah. Beepers. All right. And number 6. How about Arnaldo? Will you read number 6 for us?
Okay. This is the sound of a car colliding.
Colliding.
Colliding, okay, with something. It is now used for when a computer. I can read the rest.
Oh. Sorry, am I screen sharing?
Can you scroll up? Scroll down.
Hold on. Let me look at what you're.
This is the sound of a car colliding with something. It is now used for when a computer, and I can see the rest. It's because I'm using my phone, my mobile. Okay, I
Is this
can read.
better? Okay.
Okay. This is the sound of a car colliding with something. It is now used for when a computer program completely stops working, and so the computer has to be rebooted.
So what do we say when your computer stops working? Maybe it shuts off?
Freeze? No. I don't know.
Maybe crash?
Yeah, exactly. Your computer crashes. It's a crash. And originally that was the sound of something when a car collides with something else. It makes a sound like crash, crash. And so we started to use the word crash to be a car accident, or now we use it for a computer, even though the computers don't make that sound. But still, when a computer has a problem and it's not working properly, we call it a crash. All right. So, I have a couple roundup questions for you guys. Which of the sounds and exclamations make no sense because you think they're very different? So we went over a lot of sounds that represent things in the real world. Are any of them totally nonsensical to you guys? See if I can find where we have these questions. We have all these questions over on the second page, I think. So which of these sounds don't make sense to you? Does anyone have a good example of a sound that they don't think really corresponds well to the real world? Nobody? How about...
For exclamation?
What?
Teacher, for exclamation? Situation?
Yeah, like for instance, we went over a bunch of sounds. So which do you think don't really make sense?
For exclamation,
So for exclamation, like what?
I like a wow, for example. Wow.
Yeah. So wow would be a good one. That's an exclamation. Can you guys think of any other sounds that we use? So we have wow. Arnaldo, can you think of any other sounds that we use to talk? It could be in your native language or in English.
In Spanish?
Yeah, go ahead. Do you use any sounds to describe things that happen? Could be like, what sound does a duck make?
Okay, duck. In Spanish is quack quack.
Quack quack?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a little different. In English, we have that K on the end, so in Spanish, it's slightly different. Gino, what sound do you think a duck makes?
Duck. Quack quack.
Quack quack as well? So the same as English?
This sound. The duck.
Okay. And what sound does a kiss make?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
What sounds what, Michaela?
What sound does a kiss make?
Kiss?
In Spanish? Yes, in Spanish, moi, maybe.
Moi.
Or What?
Okay, so here's a list of different sounds around the world. In English, sometimes we say smooch, but you can see that in other languages, like in Finnish, it would be muisk. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. Or in Hungarian, it would be cup. So there are different sounds for it all around the world. Do you guys have any other sounds for the kiss that you can think of? Any other sounds? How about Thais? What sound does a kiss make?
In Portuguese is smack. I don't know.
All right, and it looks like on this list there's also schwack. Have you heard that before?
Yes.
Schwack.
I don't know if it's real. A little weird.
Yeah, it could be wrong. I'm not sure. This is just Wikipedia. Trine, what sound do you think a kiss makes?
Kiss.
Yep.
Kiss sound. You sure?
Yeah, a kiss. What sound does a kiss make?
Yeah.
No ideas?
Maybe. I have no idea.
That's okay. So in Spanish, we said it was moi, and they even have like Navajo, it would be cus or sus. Marina,
Yeah.
what sound do you think a kiss makes?
Kiss in Russian language maybe tom tom.
Tom tom?
Tom tom.
Cute. That is so cute. I love that one. All right, we'll do one more before we leave today. How about a sneeze? In English, we usually say achoo or sometimes atishu. Can anyone else contribute a sneeze sound? What a sneeze would sound like in your native language?
In Spanish is maybe the same that the word in English, ashu.
Ashu. All
Yes.
right. Let's see. Yep. So according to this Wikipedia, there is ashu or ashis,
Yes.
maybe?
See?
And
Yes.
yeah, very
ashis.
cute. Okay. Anyone else have one they want to add for us? Let's get one more. Fernando, can you think of any other kiss or sneeze sounds?
These are true.
Achoo,
In Colombia
okay.
too.
All right. Milena, a sneeze sound?
Achu, it's the sniff sound.
Okay, so spelled a little differently, but similar sound, right? Achoo. All right. Zeno, will you share a sneeze sound with us? Zeno, are you there?
Sorry, can you type in group chat?
Yeah, I'll type in a sneeze sound.
Oh,
Any ideas?
oh, I know.
What?
Hussy.
Huss. Very cute. That one's a little different. Huss. I like it. Okay, does anyone else have a different sneeze sound to add?
Aching.
Achee. Cute. Very nice. Trin, what about you? A sneeze sound. Like achoo.
Hachu, yes. Nearly same as hachu.
Huh? All right. And Marina, any other sneeze sounds?
What is sneeze?
What is a
What
sneeze?
is a sneeze?
A
Yes.
sneeze is when you go achoo. Like when you have a tickle in your nose.
When you're ill?
Huh?
Where are you ill? When I am ill? Apchi?
Yeah, like achee. Perfect. All right. So we're about out of time for today, but thank you guys all for coming. Do you have any other questions or comments before we leave class today?
I think no.
No question.
All
No,
right.
Michaela.
Hope to see you guys again soon.
Perfect, Michaela. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you,
Bye
teacher.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.